If you're struggling with the FTCE Physics 6 through 12 032 exam knowledge of thermodynamics, this video is going to change everything for you. Hi, I'm Selena, a teacher with 21 years of classroom experience and a test prep expert with Study.com. In this video, we'll break down essential thermodynamics concepts and test-taking strategies to help you understand heat, energy, and efficiency like a pro. Stick around till the end to learn more about what will be covered on the exam and for powerful tips that will help you boost your score on test day. According to the kinetic molecular theory, what happens to the speed of gas molecules when the temperature increases? A, the speed stays the same. B, the speed decreases. C, the speed increases. Or D, the speed fluctuates. Let's walk through the process of elimination. A is incorrect. This is wrong because temperature directly affects molecular speed. It can't stay the same when temperature changes. B is incorrect because higher temperatures give molecules more energy, not less. D is incorrect because while individual molecules move at different speeds, the average speed consistently increases with temperature. The correct answer is C. The kinetic molecular theory suggests that an increase in temperature leads to an increase in the speed of gas molecules. This is because temperature is a measure of the average kinetic energy of a substance. As the temperature of a gas increases, the kinetic energy of the molecules increases, causing them to move faster. In a pressure-volume diagram, which type of process is represented by a horizontal line? A, isothermal. B, exponential. C, adiabatic. Or D, isobaric. A is incorrect because in an isothermal process, temperature stays constant, not pressure. B is incorrect. This describes a curve, not a constant pressure line. C is incorrect. No heat is exchanged, and the line is curved, not horizontal. The correct answer is D. An isobaric process is represented by a horizontal line on a pressure-volume diagram. This is because in an isobaric process, the pressure remains constant. Therefore, on a graph where pressure is on the y-axis and the volume is on the x-axis, a constant pressure would be represented by a horizontal line. If a physical system absorbs 1,000 joules of heat and does 600 joules of work on the environment, what is the change in its internal energy? A, 400 joules increase. B, 400 joules decrease. C, 1,600 joules increase. Or D, 1,600 joules decrease. B is incorrect because the system gains more energy from heat than it loses from doing work. So energy increases, not decreases. C is incorrect because you don't add the values. You must subtract work done from heat absorbed. D is incorrect in both sign and math. It ignores the system absorbed energy. The correct answer is A. According to the first law of thermodynamics, the change in internal energy of a system is equal to the heat absorbed by the system minus the work done by the system on its surroundings. In this case, the system absorbs 1,000 joules of heat and does 600 joules of work. So the change in its internal energy is a 400 joule increase. 1,000 joules minus 600 joules. The second law of thermodynamics implies that A, energy will spontaneously flow from a cold object to a hot object. B, energy cannot be created or destroyed. C, the total amount of energy in the universe is constant. Or D, heat engines cannot be 100% efficient. A is incorrect because heat naturally flows from hot to cold, not the other way around. B is incorrect because that's the first law, not the second. C is incorrect, also the first law, not the second. The correct answer is D. The second law of thermodynamics implies that heat engines cannot be 100% efficient because some energy will always be lost as waste heat. increasing the total entropy of the system. This is known as the Carnot's theorem. Heat always flows from hot objects to cooler ones. And the other choices describe the first law of thermodynamics, conservation of energy. Thanks for joining me for these FTCE Physics 6 through 12 practice questions. By reviewing and practicing these thermodynamics concepts, you're getting one step closer to passing your exam with confidence. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our FTCE Physics 6 through 12 test prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short targeted video lessons. With our resources, you will know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest, and please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy studying.